Fermented foods may seem like a new health craze, but they've actually been around for thousands of years and are one of the oldest food preparation techniques known to humankind. We think you should be eating more fermented food and incorporating it into your diet every single day. Want to know why? Stay tuned to find out. Hello and welcome to 5 Pillars Health, the channel where we show you how to get healthy and stay healthy through the 5 pillars of sleep, hydration, nutrition, movement, and sunlight. So let's start with what fermented food really is. Fermented foods are foods that have been through a process of fermentation, which is a natural way of preserving and enhancing the flavor of food. Almost any food can be fermented, but it's most popular with vegetables, tea, and dairy. The main health benefits lie within the process of fermentation, which allows for the growth of beneficial bacteria and naturally occurring probiotics, which are essential for gut and overall health. The fermentation process occurs in two ways: natural or spontaneous. Spontaneous fermentation is when the bacteria naturally occurring within the food initiates its own fermentation, or if fermentation occurs according to environmental factors. Examples of spontaneous fermentation include kimchi or sauerkraut. Natural fermentation works by using the addition of a starter culture, like those used to produce kombucha, kefir, or natto. The fermentation works by converting organic compounds like sugars and starches into alcohol or acids. These organic compounds are what preserve the food and improve the taste and texture. You might notice that fermented food has a particular taste that is quite strong and either salty or sour. The main importance of fermented foods lies in what they can do for gut health. The gut is home to a diverse community of microorganisms known as the microbiome. These microorganisms play an essential role in maintaining good health and can affect everything, including mood, digestion, energy, and your immune system. The microorganisms found within a person's gastrointestinal system include fungi, bacteria, viruses, and more. If you're enjoying this video, please tap the like button. It really helps us so much. Eating fermented foods is a simple and delicious way to support the health of your gut microbiome, specifically because fermented food contains bacteria known as probiotics. Probiotics are beneficial bacteria found only in fermented foods or in supplement form. They can help to maintain the balance of bacteria in the gut and support overall gut health. Probiotics can also help to improve digestion, boost the immune system, and reduce the risk of chronic disease. Our bodies contain both good and bad bacteria, which should sit at a specific ratio in healthy individuals. When we get sick or develop an infection, the bad bacteria tends to outweigh the good and puts our system out of balance. This is where probiotics come in, as they add more good bacteria to your body to fight off and outweigh the bad, putting your body back into harmony. A specific type of probiotic bacteria known as lactic acid bacteria is one of the most studied microorganisms. During the process of fermentation, these types of bacteria synthesize vitamins and minerals, therefore making them more useful by our bodies. They also produce compounds known as biologically active peptides, which are well known for their health benefits. These include blood pressure lowering effects, antimicrobial properties, anti-carcinogenic properties, anti-allergenic properties, antioxidant properties, antifungal properties, anti-inflammatory properties, anti-diabetic properties, and anti-atherosclerosis properties. Fermented foods are also easier to digest because the natural starches and sugars have already been broken down. Many people with sensitive guts are unable to tolerate raw vegetables and miss out on the health properties of these vegetables because they're lost in the heating and cooking process. Fermented vegetables are the best of both worlds because they retain the nutritional properties of the raw vegetables, whilst the fermentation allows them to be digested without any gut issues. Dairy products, which many people seem to be sensitive to, are also easier to digest when fermented. Fermentation breaks down the lactose into simple sugars like glucose and galactose. If you're dairy sensitive, try fermented dairy products like yogurt and kefir to see if you can better tolerate them. Aside from maintaining the nutrients in food, fermentation actually helps increase the availability of these nutrients. Fermentation makes the vitamins and minerals in our food more bioavailable. In other words, our bodies will better absorb them. Many foods like legumes and nuts contain an anti-nutrient known as phytic acid, which can block the absorption of key nutrients like iron and zinc. During the fermentation process, these anti-nutrients are removed, which makes the vitamins and minerals more available to us. That is why many gluten-sensitive people can tolerate sourdough, as the fermentation process improves the mineral availability in the flour and doesn't cause such a huge glucose spike in those who are sensitive. We've mentioned that fermented food can play a role in mood and behavior regulation because of the probiotic content, and this is due to strains of probiotics called Lactobacillus helveticus and Bifidobacteria longum. Studies have proven that people with anxiety and depression saw an improvement by regularly consuming these two strains in fermented food. Another strain of probiotic, known as Lactobacillus casei shirota, has also been shown to help lower the production of cortisol, and therefore lower overall stress. Additional fermented food benefits include heart health because of blood pressure and cholesterol management associated with fermented foods, as well as an increased ability to produce B vitamins and K vitamins. Now that you know all the good things a dose of fermented food can do for you, let's talk about all the different types so you can find which one you think you'd like to try. Fermented foods come in a wide range of flavors and forms and can be enjoyed by people of all ages. The common fermented foods include yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and kombucha. These foods can be easily incorporated into your diet and add a delicious and tangy flavor to your meals. Fermented pickles are also a wonderful addition to your diet, but many other popular vegetables are pickled and jarred, like onions, carrots, brinjals, and more. You might even like to try and ferment your own food at home. It's super easy and requires minimal effort. All you'll need are vegetables of your choice, filtered water, salt, and spices. For the more adventurous and experienced, baking sourdough bread and making your own kombucha are a bit more time-consuming, but well worth the end result. Finally, let's talk about how to incorporate fermented foods into your diet. Fermented foods can be easily added to your meals in a variety of ways. You can enjoy them on their own as a snack, or incorporate them into your main meals. Yogurt and kefir are easy additions to smoothies or oatmeal, whilst kimchi and sauerkraut are great additions to sandwiches, bagels, and salads. Many people try to get the good bacteria benefits by including a probiotic supplement as part of their daily diet. While we recommend getting it from whole foods, certain brands can provide an amazing dose of probiotic strains that will improve your gut health. Be sure to do your research and buy the best supplement with the highest concentration of probiotic strains. In conclusion, fermented foods are a delicious and nutritious way to support gut health and overall wellness. So why not give them a try and see how they can benefit your health? What is your favorite fermented food? Let us know in the comments.